Hello and welcome to Connect. I'm your host, Randy Shavilo. On today's show, we'll have Janice Sander with Midtown talking about the changes in retail and that environment there, as well as Chad Armbruster with Future Electrics talking about electric vehicle charging stations. As always, we'd like to connect with you. Follow us on Facebook to watch new and past interviews or email us at connectyxe@gmail.com. Janice Sander is with us today, the general manager of Midtown in Saskatoon. And amidst all the retail turmoil that we see out there, we just wanted to shed a little bit of light on some glimpses of hope and some good things that are still happening in retail in Saskatoon area. So, Janice, thank you for taking some time out of your schedule.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate you giving us some time to talk about some of the good things that are happening.
I want to ask you a little bit about the history of Midtown. It's been around a while. It's weathered some storms and another one in the midst. But tell us a little bit about the history and how it came to be.
Well, as you know, we're located downtown Saskatoon, about 582,000 square feet worth of retail. We were first built in 1970, so we are 51 years old this year. We were going to have a 50th birthday party last year, but that was put on hold. We started out as a single level mall shopping center, but added a second level in 1989. One of our anchor stores is Hudson Bay Company. Our other major stores include Sport Chek, H&M, Shoppers Drug Mart, and Toys R Us. We have some other unique to Midtown stores, such as Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, Michael Kors, Roots, and Aritzia. And as most people know, we've done our newest redevelopment, which was completed in 2020, transforming Midtown into what we think is now a modern and a welcoming gathering place where shoppers can continue to find their brand of choice.
I think it's important to touch on that. You mentioned a few of the stores that are there, but H&M was one that just recently opened.
Yes, we're very happy to have them here, and I know they are being met with a lot of excited shoppers. They are bringing a lot of people to the mall to do some shopping. Fantastic options, and they're doing very well.
In the midst of the pandemic, we see retail with challenges, and there's been a fundamental shift in how business is adapting to these new conditions. How has the Midtown worked in all of that?
Well, it's no surprise that the pandemic has taken a hit to the Midtown with traffic and sales, but we Midtown retailers have been resilient and creative. We've all known that omni-channels already exist, but those retailers that didn't have one in place quickly put one in place here since the pandemic. We've been witnessing the digitalization of bricks and mortar for a number of years. However, the pandemic has accelerated that online commerce and established a new consumer expectations, and the majority of Midtown retailers have risen to that challenge. We know that 63% of all shoppers now begin their shopping online, and consumers want to be able to effortlessly interact with their brands, both digitally and bricks and mortar seamlessly. So all the retailers and the landlords have had to learn how to adapt and adapt quickly. One example is our curbside pickup program. Most curbside experiences begin online, but the fulfillment of that purchase happens at or just outside the store. Midtown is now offering a curbside pickup in their underground parking. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of that. You just let your retailer know that you want to utilize the curbside pickup program and approximately when you expect to arrive. Then just arrive, park in the designated area, give the store a call and let them know that you're there. They'll deliver your product and you can exit the parking within 10 minutes. Parking is free. If it runs a little bit longer than that, just ring the little buzzer that's on the pay station and talk to the parking coordinator. They can tell how long you've been there and they can let you out.
Well, that's not only convenient just from the pandemic standpoint, but from the cold weather as well. I think that's exciting to know that. So you're keeping everybody safe, I guess, by following some general protocols. And I'm pleased to hear that business in general, but more importantly, the Midtown as the heart of our city center is adapting to that. With the businesses that are there some examples that you can shed some light on that we would know as a general public when we walk into the Midtown that it is in fact safe?
Well, we've done quite a bit. As you know, we were closed for 2 months, such as everybody else when we had the first lockdown, and we used those 2 months to prepare. So what we have when you come, as you know, everywhere is masks are now mandatory, but we also have hand sanitizers at all entrances and exits, all elevators on all floors, top and bottom of each escalator, and at each directory. We've increased the frequency of disinfecting frequent touch points, such as door handles, elevator buttons, directories, handrails on the escalators, public washrooms, and pay stations. We also go an extra mile and we do some Clorox misting to disinfect all common areas that are more difficult to reach at least twice a week, if not more. We've also placed arrows on the floor to direct the traffic of flow, and we ask everybody to keep reminding them to stay 2 meters distance. We remind everybody of all these precautions every 30 minutes through a public service announcement as well. So we are doing everything we can to make everybody safe, and the retailers are following the regulations as well. Several have closed their fitting rooms, but have loosened their return policies. And all retailers I've spoken to quarantine all returned items for the prerequisite 72 hours. So, you know, we've had to make a lot of changes. We've had to pivot several times throughout the COVID. One of the things we had to adjust as well is our marketing and events. We were talking a little bit earlier before going on camera about the Santa Claus parade. So 2020, we weren't able to safely offer that. So instead, Shaw graciously replayed the 2015 parade, and we interspersed the video with messages from Santa and previous year's floater participants. My favorite part was actually Santa reading questions from the Saskatchewan kids. So that went well, and we were very happy with that.
That would explain why I got the same gift I got last year from Santa, getting the same show on there.
Yeah, that would be why, yes.
I want to find out about the hours of the mall and the stores there in general, because as I've been there, the traffic still is there, and the sales seem to be good.
Yes, well, all shopping centers in Saskatoon have reduced operating hours now that they're open to the public. They're a little bit longer than they were when we first reopened in May, but right now they're Monday to Saturday, 10 to 6. And then on Thursday and Friday, we open for an hour longer till 7 p.m. Our Sundays are still 11 to 6.
So the food mall, or the food court, I guess, that has moved to the old Sears portion of the second floor in the southwest corner. Tell us about that and how that happened.
We relocated the Midtown's food court up to the second level in the space of a former anchor tenant, and we rebranded it a food hall. So you probably heard that before. So you're wondering, what is the difference between a food court and a food hall? Well, food courts are typically populated by fast food operators and are not designed to be relaxing and encourage people to meet up at communal table settings. Whereas food hall environments are specifically designed as meetup space where groups of people can relax at those communal tables. A lot of thought and attention is placed into the fixtures, the seating, and the lighting to keep with the current decor trends. So Midtown Common is illuminated with natural light with 320 square feet of floor-to-ceiling windows on the second floor with views to the South Saskatchewan River and overlooking the beautiful, trendy Riversdale area as well. We've got 16 vendors, 25% more seating, a natural gas fireplace, communal tables that foster large gatherings, as well as provides for a space for smaller, intimate settings as well. It's unfortunate right now that we have to discourage large gatherings, but we know that'll return to normal soon.
I know it's a very inviting environment and quite comfortable. It's pleasing, aesthetic, and I know I've been late coming back to work from lunch. Going there. Kudos to you and the team for doing that. Any specialty leasing that has popped up or on the horizon for you?
We've been fortunate enough during this difficult time to have 7 new tenants open up. We've got Jack and Jones, they're menswear, quilts, etc., bedding. They're actually a relocation, but they opened up in a bigger, better location. Second Specs is eyewear. Lil Eyes Nails is aesthetics. We've got the only Ryder store in Saskatoon right now called the Ryder Store. Thai Express opened in the food hall, and of course, H&M. I also just want to let everybody know that Midtown is still talking with several well-recognized national brand retailers that are interested in the Saskatoon market. The onset of the pandemic, however, just slowed those conversations as they work to support their existing locations. But the consensus among most national retailers is that this will pass and the time will come again to consider new store openings. We're very excited about that. But to talk about specialty leasing, this is also a fantastic opportunity for local businesses to test the market. I would suggest you go to our website, shopmidtown.ca, and look for Linda Young under contacts, leasing information.
Janice, can you tell us a little bit about a new program that you also have there?
Sure. Midtown runs several campaigns every year. Right now, we have one that we're very excited about. It's called Gift It Forward. What we want you to think about is don't re-gift it, gift it forward. You can exchange your unwanted gift cards for a Midtown gift card of equivalent value, rounded up to the next nearest dollar, up to $200 at guest services. All gift cards will be gifted forward to the Royal University Hospital Foundation to use in any of their programs. Of course, for a complete set of rules and regulations, please go to our website at shopmidtown.ca. But I will tell you, only gift cards with verifiable balances, confirmed either online or by phone, will be accepted. Other non-qualifying formats include, but not limited to, paper gift certificates, e-gift cards of any nature, or any other gift card certificate vouchers printed on paper. So I'm sorry to tell you, Randy, your Get a Free Hug coupon or Get Out of Dishes free coupon won't be accepted.
Darn it anyway. We'll try something else. Janice, I want to thank you and our other illustrious leader, manager, Terry Napper from Calgary as well. A shout out to him. And thank you and good luck with the Midtown and all of our retailers in this time and continuing to support local and supporting this magnificent structure that we have in the heartbeat of our city, the Midtown. So thank you, Janice.
Well, thank you. In closing, I would just like to say, that we're confident that we've made Midtown safe for you to come and to do your shopping, enjoy a meal in the food hall. We just ask that you follow all the safety precautions we put in place. And don't all come at once.
We'll be there. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Stay with us, folks. We're coming right back.